Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. How's everybody doing out there today? We're back playing some more Farming Simulator 25. And there it is. We're back in Alma, Missouri. So, no. As of this recording, Judith Plains from DJ Modding has not released yet. So, we're just continuing on. There was an update to Alma, Missouri. So, the map is now precision farming ready. We are not going to activate precision farming on this map. We're going to do that over in the, let's see, let me math in my head. The second season slash second season of Judith Plains. We're going to do the precision farming over there. But yeah, we're going to finish this map out because, you know, we're kind of already almost done with this map. So I came in, the oats are ready to harvest. We had the map update, and apparently, with the map update, a lot of my trees came back. I'm scared to look up there at the Northfield. We planted a lot of corn up there. But apparently, yeah, a lot of the trees came back. So I'm just going to delete these trees. How are you going to delete those trees? Well, we're going to pull our chainsaw out here. And I've got the lumberjack mod, so we just walk up to the tree. And am I gonna have to do this again? Let's see. Yep, here we go. Look for the red circle. Engage the chainsaw, and bada boom, bada bing, the tree is gone. So I would bring the brucks out here, but it's kind of, you know, I've already done that with these trees. So it'd be like, you know, money doesn't grow on trees. Or well, in this case, I guess money doesn't regrow on trees. Because we did make some money. We made some wood chips out of these trees. So money doesn't regrow on trees. Especially after a map update, maybe. Kind of makes sense. A little bit in my head. So I'm just going to get rid of the trees. I'm really scared to look at the Northfield up there, though. Very, very scared. There were a lot of trees up there. I'm really scared. I don't want to look up there. There's probably a ton up there. Hopefully not, but you never know with map updates. No new game save is required, so it does keep most of your stuff the way you left it. Alright, I'm just going to do a little fly around now. Just to kind of get a look-see. Yep, there's some trees right there that need to go. So the south edge of this field, there's a few that need to go. Already got rid of, there were like 2 or 3 trees right here. Alright, I guess we should do it. Okay, I see 1 tree out there in the north field. I see 2 trees. I'm gonna have to come walk out here in the corn. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of trees that came back. Well, not a ton, but there's, you know, a lot. It could be worse, I guess. It could be all of them back. But yeah, the ones that are out in the field like this, I'll just come in and take those out. I won't re-brooks them. Really thought there'd be some like right out here, but I don't see any right out here. There's a few over there. Like there's 1 up here, maybe more than 1, 2 or 3 up here. Oh, my big tree is gone. What happened to my big tree? Did he change the trees up? Did he get rid of the big trees? I left a big tree right here on this corner and it is gone. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, it was it was a big one like this. It was an American elm. I don't know where it's at. It's gone. It was right here on the corner. So the update, I guess, changed the... Yeah, I did not cut this tree. There was an American elm right here. So I guess the update changed the... I don't know. The cluster or where the trees were placed maybe or something? Well, that gets me to wondering now about these fields up here. I did clear some trees out from up here too. Yep, right up here. I gotta get rid of those again. And these. There weren't any in that field. Yep, there's some out here in the middle of the beans. I can get rid of those. Okay, well, it looks like we're good up here. These two trees are back. So these are the same trees. It was a American elm and that style tree there. I never can remember the name of that one. Okay, so it's not too bad. This is workable. All right, I did get some corn plant. Oh yeah, there's some up here too. So just got to come in and get rid of those trees. So let's go back down to the oat field because that is ready to harvest. I hear a train. Got some on the south side over here. The train, the train. Get rid of those. Alright, so yeah. No Judith Plains yet. As of the recording of this video, I should say. Some of these are really close. I think I got rid of these before. I need to get rid of some of these bushes too. But yeah, it could. I mean, this video's coming out today. Let's see, it's Friday. So if you're watching this on the day this comes out, it is Friday. So maybe it'll release tonight. Maybe it won't. We're looking forward to it. I think I've just about got the equipment set up, ready to go, pretty much. I did get rid of a lot of the mods that we tested that were, well, for lack of a better word, broken. We did that test on Twitch. We streamed it. Me and old man. We had fun with the baler over there. I actually made a Twitch tickler video of the baler, the baler rodeo, I think is what I called it. So we had a baler go kind of haywire on us there. Alright, I think this will do it. There's some of these bushes. Alright. I didn't even check that southern field down there. Yeah, it looked like there's something. Yeah, there's some out there in it. I'll have to get those out of the cotton. But we'll do that later. I think we're good to go from there, though. Unless there's some on this corner here. Yeah, there's one out there. I may have like one or two that I might still have to get rid of. I think we're good to go from there. Alright, so we'll get this started. I need to go get the truck. I think I left the truck over here at the grain mill. Let me go get that truck. Because I'm probably going to need it. What is this out here? What in the world? I would say that's a cloud up there. Oh, man, I hope there's not a tree up there somewhere. You know what? We had this before where I could see the shadow of a tree. But there was a tree like way up there somewhere. I bet there's a tree up there somewhere, so it may have spawned a tree way up there in the sky. I'm definitely seeing the shadow of it. Looks like a tree. I hope it's not. I don't see anything going into this flight mode. Maybe that'll go away. We had this happen over, I think it was the Millennial Farmer map. We had cut some trees, and then I don't know if there was an update or what it was, but there was a big shadow like this on the field, and it turns out there was like a tree way up in the sky. Wonder if I'm gonna turn on my wire mode just to look here. No, I don't see anything up there. Maybe it'll go away. Okay, that's interesting. It's one thing with map updates. You never know what's gonna happen. You might get trees that come back or respawn. You might get trees like way up in the sky. But we do have tornadoes here now, so I mean, I guess we could come up with some kind of story. The tornadoes came through and replanted the trees. I don't know. It drove them into the ground like a spear. I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely it looks like a tree shadow. You can even see the branches kind of on it. Got me a little worried. Although I did just remove those trees, that might go away. I could reload the map real quick. You know what? Let's try that. I'm going to reload the map real quick. We'll save that there. So I'm basically just in single player. Just to see if it gets rid of that shadow. We'll go back into career. We'll go down to that game save. And we'll load it up here real quick. So looking forward to DJ's map, Judith Plains. We're going to dive right into that. So we're going to have starting equipment. It's going to be very small, tedious, small equipment, but it's a lot of older equipment that's real nice. But yeah, that's we're still going to do, you start the map, we're going to start a new farmer just so we get everything that he put in there, as far as buildings, and stuff like that. We will be playing on normal, so we'll change that economy from easy to normal. And then we're going to have, I'm sure he'll probably start us with some in-game equipment, but we'll get rid of that. I'll go in and add the equipment that we want to start with, and then start the map. I think you usually start a map, with $1 million or something. So we'll have a good start, but we'll have small equipment to work with in the beginning. So it's definitely not going to be like a start from scratch type thing. Funny that shows up as a white dot. That's the harvester. Pretty sure. Yeah. It's funny that shows up as a white dot and not a harvester. Alright, let's see if that got rid of that shadow. Hopefully it did. I don't see it. I think that's what it was. Sometimes when you remove trees, it doesn't get rid of the shadows. Flight mode. Oh yeah, that got rid of it. Okay. So do that. If you have that issue and you're deleting some of your trees, just reload the game and it should get rid of the tree shadow if it doesn't when you remove it. Okay. So now we can get started. Let's rock and roll. Catch that. I like this combine. It's a good combine. But most likely we will not be using this in Montana. Alright, so we need to switch wheels up on that. Bring that up. About right there. And then we need to set up our GPS. That actually looks great. That's gonna go north and south. That's nice. I wonder if I switch the inroads around if that changes that. No, looks pretty good. Can I do 3? Oh, it's gonna let me do 3. Cool beans. Alright, now we're ready to rock. I wanna rock. Except I gotta unfold the harvester. The one way you can tell with this harvester, since it does not have the tank doors at the top, when it's folded, this is up in the back. If you have this one on, so that'll be up. Unless you got it turned off. I don't know if it. No, it didn't move. Okay. All right, let's now rock and roll. Gonna drop straw. We took out the straw on all, well, not all crops, but we took out the straw on the other crops that normally you don't get straw on. And I think we'll only drop straw on the crops that do straw. So what is that? Wheat, barley, and oats? I think that's it. You don't drop straw on sorghum, I don't think. So yeah, wheat, barley, and oats. That's what we'll drop our straw on. It became a bit much, especially like actually having to bale it. We've got like 3 stacks of straw bales down there at the farm. So, and we have not really touched the stacks. You can sell the bales if you want to, but I think we'll have enough. There's not really a ton of money in straw bales. Silage bales? Yes, there's money in silage bales. And we will be doing a lot of silage bales, I think, over in Judith Plains, Montana. Because from what I can tell, there's not a lot of trees over in Montana. There might be a few that we need to remove, but there's not a ton. So that won't be a big money maker probably over there. So you're like, what do you do to make money then? Well, we'll probably do some contracts. I don't know, it's gonna be fun doing those big fields contracts with the small equipment though, so eventually we will be probably, you know, getting into some larger stuff, but most likely silage bales, because that's what we're going to start making, I think, right away. They will be round bales. The bales won't be as big. But it's going to be a grind starting out. That's why we're starting with that equipment. That's why, we're not going to actually go in and buy the small equipment. A lot of the small equipment we'll already have. So that will be like our starting equipment. And then we'll graduate up from there. Looking forward to it. Gonna be a good time. Just curious to see, do you start with animals? I would assume you do. I know that, in the past, we've always started on a new farmer and then had our economy reset to normal. Because when you start as a farm manager, a lot of times you don't get like the stuff that even Giants puts in there. So like on Elm Creek, we started with Elm Creek, and that's coming back to 25, by the way. Elm Creek, over on 22, if you started in anything but New Farmer, the starting farm was empty. Like, you didn't get anything. The farmhouse, the garage, the silo, none of that. There was niente there. And I don't know, I kind of like, even if it's Giant stuff, it's nice starting with the stuff that they have, built there for you. I mean, you're buying the farm, when you come into the game, and it's nice to see the work that they put into that stuff, especially the mod authors for modded maps, because a lot of the sheds and stuff that DJ has been working on he has custom made them, and a lot of them, I know a lot of them are unique. According to his video, a lot of them are unique, so you won't find like the same building on the same farm twice. So the vehicle storage buildings and stuff like that are going to be, I guess, one per farm for that special design, or you won't see multiples or duplicates of the buildings, which I like. That gives it a little more edge of, or sense of realism. I'm gonna get full. I probably should go get my grain cart. I think I am. I'm gonna go get my grain cart and put him down on this side. That out, turn that off. Well, let me go grab a grain cart. Oh, I gotta find a tractor first. There's one. Get the old 8RX. Normally a planting tractor, but we'll use it for the grain cart. I don't know what happened to my 8R. You know what? I think it's down there. I think it's sitting down there on the side of the road. I think I left a planter on that one. So I was testing out that planter, by the way. Actually, I've got some wheat in here. I need to dump that. How are you going to dump wheat out of a grain cart? Well, we're going to do this number right here and hope I don't get stuck. I might have gotten stuck. Nope. Come on, get in there. There we go. The only downside... uh-oh. Okay. The only downside to having this set up like this is you can't get in here to the pits and dump straight from your auger wagon or your grain cart. So... Alright, I'm gonna take the back road, or the backfield. Gonna be doing wheat over here, And then barley over here. Can't remember if there were trees out there or over here. I don't think there were. I think this was, we expanded this field, but I don't think there were any trees out in the middle of it. Unless there's some up here where this cluster of trees was, where this little forest area was. And I'm not seeing any right away, so that's a good sign, I guess. But anyway, back to my train of thought. The planter that we were using, looks like there might be some weeds or something out here. Where's that? Oh yeah, a little spot that it missed maybe? Oh, there are some trees out here. There's a few. Get rid of those. Yep. Gotta come back in and do a little walk around. A little walkabout. But anyway, back to my train of thought. I keep getting sidetracked. I keep seeing stuff. Trees, you know, it's like squirrel. The planter apparently has maybe some kind of rolling feature with it too that I didn't know about. And I'll show you what I mean. After I get up here and get this combine offloading. So we did oats down here, we did sorghum here, we're gonna do wheat there, and then we're gonna do barley over there. And then we did all corn over here, so that's a lot of corn. Here is his engine still on. Yes, it is. Alright, so that planter, let's go look at it. Go down to planters. Actually, what we want to do is go down to rollers. So I was looking at the equipment, you know, weeding out the equipment that we're not going to use so I could get the drive space down and everything. So old man and Phil, when they come to join, they don't have, you know, the world to download. Plus my Google Drive was at max capacity pretty much. But we're going to rollers, and I noticed this. Invisible roller. I did not remember downloading this. I would not have downloaded something like this. And I'm like, well, that's got to be tied to some other mod. So I went in and looked at combinations here. You can click on your right stick on your controller. And it turns out it comes with this planter. So apparently this planter, whether you use this version or the version that does the sugarcane there, apparently it has some type of rolling feature, so invisible roller. So I guess you can turn that on, and then you don't have to roll your fields, maybe. So that's kind of neat. I don't know. I'm still kind of torn on this planter. It's nice having, especially planting the sugarcane. But what we might have to do is set the rule. Maybe no planting of the other crops with it. I don't know. It's gonna be awfully tempting to do that though. It's nice being able to plant the sugarcane in the quantities that it does. Because that other planter, the in-game planter, man, it'll take forever to plant sugarcane with that thing. So I don't know. Maybe we set the rule that we only use that planter for sugarcane, and maybe we don't roll with it. So there's a Stevie Winwood song. Roll with it, baby. Just roll with it, baby. Wish we could use music on the stuff. Alright, so let's continue on. And I might find some trees. We'll find out. Yeah, everything's been going good. I think we've accomplished just about everything that we want to here. Our productions are pretty much maxed out. I mean, you go down and look at like the pizzeria, it's maxed out. It's got everything it needs. It's got ketchup, it's got flour, it's got cheese. I've got this set to automatically sell the pizzas. So we're making money there. The popcorn, that's pretty much maxed out. It's got butter and it's got dried corn, so we're automatically selling the regular popcorn and the butter popcorn there. The spinnery is pretty much maxed out. We got cotton and wool down there, so that means the tailor shop it's selling it. So this will never stay full because it's automatically selling the pallets as soon as it has enough to generate a pallet. It's automatically selling it. So got the sugar mill. That's the last thing I think that we need to do here. As soon as we harvest our sugar cane, we'll be probably taking that down there. I'm assuming you can take this. That's where you take your sugar cane and sugar beets to, is the sugar mill. I don't think I've done that in 25 yet. Did it in 22. I believe that's where you take your sugar cane and your sugar mill. I'm remembering back. So when we started on sugarcane back in Farming Simulator 17, was it? Yeah, Estancia La Pacho. It had this place where you took your sugar cane to, and I can't remember if it was the sugar mill or if it was like a processing place, and then you took the whatever product came out to the sugar mill. We didn't have productions back then, so it was a little bit different. But I think that's where you take. I think that's where you take your sugar. Does it show you that in the thing? Like if you go in to build it? Sugar mill, where are you? There you are. Yes. So it takes cut sugar beets, sugar cane, and sugar beets. And it makes sugar. So that's where we'll take all of our sugar cane to. We'll probably be building one of these over in Montana. Gotta make that sugar. I don't know if the what all productions we get. We still haven't seen that video yet. I know DJ said he was gonna put out a video that showed off, like, I think productions and stuff. So maybe that'll be out today. We shall see. Be nice if the map came out today. I'm ready to get started. Ready to get on it. Summer is coming. You know, it's like winter is coming, but it's summertime, so summer is coming. And I want to be able to sit in here and drink my Gatorade Cool Blue Zeros and my Dr. Pepper Zeros and my Orange Soda Zeros and sit in here in the nice air conditioning and play some farm sim over in Montana. And a DJ map just puts the icing on the cake for that. Always love DJ's maps. Okay, so I'm gonna harvest these oats, and then hopefully when we come back, it'd be nice to have DJ's map, but if not, we'll harvest the sugar cane on the stream, and I think it'll be about the same time to harvest the corn. I've got to go in and get rid of all those trees that magically came back. But yeah, hopefully we'll get into that sugar cane harvest, and yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll be doing something probably in Farming Simulator, and we'll be back again in the next one. So you guys have a good rest of your Friday. We'll see you tomorrow here, twitch.tv/thegrainarcade. If you haven't checked out John's videos, he's doing Alma, Missouri as well. So twitch.tv/PumaPlow, youtube.com/thegrainarcade. Although I think it's going to, or not the Grain Arcade, youtube.com. That's mine. youtube.com/PumaPlow. But I think those streams that he does are going up to his PumaPlow 2 channel. So you'll have to search for that one. I don't think it has an address yet. but it will. It might have one. I need to go check on that. But you guys have a good rest of your Friday. We'll see you tomorrow here, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, live on Twitch. And we'll be back to farming again. Until then, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all later. Have a good one.